Then what else? I mean, your second year, what did you learn last year versus this year?
You know, a lot of it, really a lot of things, and I know a lot of people know that Coach Burkhart was here for a little while, and an 8-time state champion.
Right.
So it was nice to kind of pick his brain on both sides of the ball and just learn some nuances of the game and some little details that I think are going to help us this year. And then, other than that, just it being my first year, I think there was just a lot of things on the administrative side of things that I'm definitely looking forward to fixing a little bit, communication and paperwork and that kind of stuff. But,
I mean, you got the job kind of late too, going into the season last year. So
I mean, last year
you kind of jumped in with both feet.
Yeah, and I guess that's one of the best ways to learn is just to get in there and do it. And so I definitely learned a lot just kind of getting thrown in the fire. But I was definitely at a lot different point at this point in the year last season, kind of scrambling and running around like a chicken with my head cut off. But
so you have to be a little bit more, I mean, not just calm, but more excited that the Ducks are better in a row and stuff like going on right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely had everything a lot more organized and ready to go this year. And we returned our entire staff, that we had originally to start. And so that's important for our kids. I think just the stability of having a core group of coaches back, and we added a coach that is a great guy and is going to be very good for us, and so we're pretty excited.
Well, that plus the fact that you play in, I mean, I know that it's 6-man, but there's some of the best 6-man football in the States within 50 miles, 60 miles of this place.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think out west, Balmorhea in our district, and they're always tough, and Coach Jones is incredible, and then Garden City's down the road, and Sterling City and Borden County's not too far, and so some of those big names, they're right there, and you start thinking down the road, if you're lucky enough to stay healthy and make the playoffs, and you're gonna meet some really good teams early, and so there's definitely some great powerhouse 6-man teams.
And I was looking at your schedule. I mean, you didn't schedule very many powder puffs to start with, as it was anyway.
No, week one we start out with a really good opponent. That's a private school or a homeschool team at the Garden City Shootout. And so, they'll be really tough. And every team on our schedule I look at, and I always think about last year, I'm always looking at their young kids and what they've got coming up. And, Klondike, BV, I mean, there are several teams that people might not, consider, a powerhouse, but they're going to come ready to play and give us a fight. I know that for sure. So.
Well, I mean, your name, like you said, Balmorhea, Sterling City, Garden City, the name creates the intensity for the opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, most of those teams are bringing back some good young players that are back again this year, and so they'll be tough, no doubt.
How about getting ready for today? How excited are the kids? And
they're pretty excited. We had a player meeting yesterday, and I was getting texts and phone calls and stuff all night. I say all night, all day, I guess, about questions and just, Coach, I'm excited, man, can't wait. And so that's always nice. It gives you kind of a little peace of mind going into the day that the kids are. Hopefully we're getting to a point where we want to be player-led, and I think they're pretty excited and ready to go. So.
Yeah, I mean, less of you and let the seniors or juniors take over and run the program a little bit.
Yes, and a lot of these guys, this junior group and this senior group, they were my first year here. I was the head junior high coach, and they were my first group. And so I've been with them for quite a while now, so they know expectations. They know kind of how I operate. And, of course, there's things that change every year, but we're to a point where they know what we expect, and so they can get out there and get a lot of things done. There's a lot of times I can walk out to practice 5 minutes late doing some extra stuff in here, and they're already out there getting warmed up on their own.
First session's already going and everything.
Yeah, so they're great kids.
We'll let you get at it. I know it's time. Thanks.
Hey, thank you, guys.